Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Aussie Goddess Show. As you can see, I'm still in my temporary surroundings. I have got a place and I'm due to move out, not this weekend, but next weekend, which is fabulous. In Australia now, we're experiencing quite a lot of rain after the bushfires. So I want to say thank you to everybody who put their thoughts and wishes into helping us get the rain through, because it certainly worked. The last few days we've had torrential rain in most places. We've still got bushfires, but not as bad, and certainly not round where I am. We had the biggest biggest hails I've ever seen. I've been a couple of times when we've been in hailstorms where the hailstones have been as big as golf balls, but these were actually as big as tennis balls, and there was cars that were absolutely smashed, the windows and everything. So we've had everything in Australia in the past week, only in Australia, as I always say. So just to give you a quick catch up, thank you so much for watching my show. I want to say a thank you to the people who come over from my Facebook page and my YouTube channel too, because you comment too. So I know you're here watching as well. So thank you for following me. It means so much to me. I was having a talk to someone last night who had a reading, and they said that they really enjoy my readings because I'm very direct and very honest. And I guess I don't really sort of think about it that way. I just do what I need to do. I'm a no sort of bells and whistles sort of person. I am what you see. I don't do anything any differently. So I'm glad that people really enjoy my down to earth and honest approach. So first off, I'll give you a bit of a read for today. If you are interested in looking, I do daily readings on YouTube, and I do weekly star signs as well. I haven't been as present on my YouTube channel because I've been moving house. So it's certainly been a little bit sad for me not to be able to do the readings for people, but I'll be back from hopefully this weekend, and then after that in my own place. So I'm really looking forward to this one because I've got somewhere to set up a proper space for myself. So I'm very, very excited, and I won't need to do it out of the bedroom, which is awesome. So yeah, big journey for me. I got a bit of a nudge from Spirit one day, and they just said, time to go, and here it is. And my transfer came through in a day, and then I applied for a place the other day and got that back within hours of applying. So I know that I'm doing what I am supposed to be doing. I'm very much a person who trusts in the universe. I trust in what they lead me to do. So, all right, let's have a look at the energies for today. Now, I'll try not to look down at the cards too often. I'll try and keep my head up as much as I can, because I know it's probably a bit distracting when you're looking downwards all the time. So we do have the Star card coming out first. So the Star card, that's a little bit bright, so I won't hold it up. The Star card is a card that talks about faith and trust and healing. And I guess that's just what I've been talking about a little bit too. The idea that you can give up control and just allow the universe to do what it needs to do. So once you've asked for something or put something out into the universe, then what you would do is you would just wait for it to be returned to you. So for some of you today, you're getting some sort of message in about work, job, or even education here. Something you've been waiting a long time for is about to come to you here. I can see you waiting. So for some of you, this has been a long time coming, and I want to say to you, the universe is about to hand you something now. It may not look exactly as you wanted it, so please understand that sometimes we get gifts from the universe that aren't quite in the shape we want them, but this is right for you. And it is coming through, and it's a beautiful truth, and it will bring stability in. So whatever you've been waiting for is about to come to you. Now, for those of you who understand that in order to bring manifestations in, you have to be prepared to do the work too. So this is about, you understanding your connection with spirit, learning that, being grateful is really important for for manifestation. So being grateful of what's coming to you, but definitely something beautiful in its way. And for some of you, this is an actual wish. So if you've been wishing for some uh, it could be a job for some of you. It could be education or an offer at university. But whatever this is, I feel like you've waited a very long time to really get this coming your way, and you've put in the work that's really important. So that's really nice. So enjoy that. I do have my first caller coming in. So I do have Teresa in Fresno, California, USA. Hello, Teresa. Are you there?
Hi. Hello
Hi, how
there.
are
How are
you?
you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
We're good over here. Sunshine, a little bit of rain. We can't complain.
Beautiful. Perfect weather. California is a beautiful place.
It is. It is. So is Australia. It's very
Um,
pretty. Um,
where am I from? Sydney, Australia. So I live in actually just well, I'm in Wollongong now, but that's about an hour out of the Sydney area. But the Sydney area is very large, so yeah, about an hour away. But what can I do for you today? Did you have a question for me?
well, I was just checking out my friends at A1R and just wanted to say hello, and I don't really have any specific questions. I just, if there's anything that you
Comes
feel
your
like you
way.
need to tell me.
Okay, beautiful. I've just been doing the daily read, and I feel like this somewhat applies to you. Sometimes we wait for things to come to us, and we're very patient, and we put in the energy to bring things in. And I feel like you're just about to get something coming in for you that perhaps you've either wanted to manifest or been waiting for a while. There seems to be a little bit of apprehension on your side, or a little bit of anxiety about whether this is right for you. But I want to say that some opportunities coming in for you that is going to put you, I think you feel the energy coming in. I think you actually are quite intuitive. So it could be that you already feel this change coming in for you, but it's very nice. It's something you've been waiting on. I feel like it has something to do with work, or some sort of project you've been working on.
I've been working really hard to try to be more in tune with my soul and the universe, and
Yeah.
whether it's stones or just doing meditations or just talking to people in the same group. Just really trying to feel what I'm supposed to do, and I know that at times you get told in which direction you're supposed to go, and that's pretty much what I'm just rolling with the punches. I'm just seeing where it goes.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think that you're on the right track with things. I think you're a very gracious and grateful person. So I
Yeah.
have no doubt you're on the track for good things. So whatever this is, it's something that's going to help you make changes, and it's going to bring in what you want. So beautiful energy for you here, Teresa.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that was such
You're
a
very
beautiful reading.
welcome. No worries. You have a beautiful day.
Thank you, dear.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It's always so lovely to speak to people. I love people's energy, and sometimes people come through with such beautiful spirituality. It's very, very generous, very, very loving, very kind. So there's not a day goes by when I don't think, what my higher self, or whatever the person is for you, that uh, I was going to say report to then. How funny. Sorry, Spirit. Does sound really funny. Whoever that you follow, whether it's your God, your higher self, your spirit, your universe, um, feeling every day grateful for that. And, we all have days where we feel a little bit down, or we feel a little bit like things are not as easy, or maybe a little bit more difficult than what they are normally. Um, and I feel like for some of you, it's, a matter of understanding that we all have down days, understanding that we all have anxieties, understanding that we all have fears. And for some people, that can be quite debilitating. So I want to say if anybody's experiencing that at the moment, um, love yourself regardless of how you're feeling. Love who you are. You know, accept that you're going to have good days, accept that you're going to have days that aren't so good. Um, but definitely something beautiful is about to come in here for most people today. I just sort of checking out the cards while I was talking, and it was beautiful because I have cards here that talk about forward movement messages coming in after talking about what we were earlier. So things are definitely changing here. Um, I am amazed at how, since I learned to just trust and move with the universe, how things have changed for me. I I'm living at the moment at my daughter's place, and she has 4 children, 2 dogs, 2 cats. So it's very, very busy here in a very different lifestyle to living on my own and enjoying my solo lifestyle. But being surrounded by so much love is absolutely just delightful, and I just enjoy it so much. So I just take every day now as it comes. I accept what happens. I accept that I'm going to make mistakes. I'm accepting that I don't always get things right. My decisions aren't always the best ones, but I do try to listen to where I'm being led. Okay, so we have Michelle in Hawaii, USA. Oh, beautiful. Um,
Hi,
Eva.
aloha.
So, hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Beautiful. We have a lovely
Just was
clear
wondering if
line.
you
That
could.
makes it so easy for me.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
Yeah, I've been to Hawaii a couple of times. What a beautiful place.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, I love Australia too.
Oh, you've been to Australia, have you?
Yes, yes.
Oh, how wonderful. Where did you come to here?
Oh, Sydney
Oh,
for work.
beautiful. Yeah, well, I live on the outskirts of Sydney. I'm not far from the city at all. I've lived around this area for on and off for many years. Whereabouts
Oh,
in Hawaii
beautiful.
are you?
I live on Oahu,
Yep.
so
Okay.
the yeah, the major
Yeah,
island.
beautiful. Yeah, no, beautiful place, beautiful beaches, beautiful people, great shopping,
Thank you.
fabulous shopping.
Yes.
And I love the luau's. The luau's are good fun. And
Oh,
what would you like
luau's are
to talk
great.
to you about today? What would you
Um,
like to
I
talk
had
about?
I wanted to see about uh my career, my job. I'm a flight attendant for American Airlines. I live
Oh,
in
very
Hawaii,
nice.
but I'm based in Los Angeles, in California, and I'm trying to get back in with Hawaiian Airlines, which is based here at home in Honolulu. Um,
Yeah.
I I got invited back to my final interview. I went through two already, and I have my final interview next week. I just wanted to see
Ooh,
what you saw for that. Ooh,
very, very exciting. I'm very excited for you. I'm going to put some cards out for you. And the first card I get out, look at
okay.
this. The first card is the wish card. That just came straight out.
Oh,
So I want to say to you, this is such a good omen for you. Um, I
oh,
feel
good.
like that this time has been a little bit of a struggle for you because I have a lot of, it's almost like grief around this. This has been something that's been really pulling at you for a while. So, how long have you been
Yeah,
waiting to get back
I've
with
been
me?
trying. I used to be a flight attendant for Hawaiian about 20 years ago, and
Yes,
I had a young family. I was going through divorce, so it wasn't the time for me. Um,
yes.
but I've been trying to get back. I went through all my interviews last year in January, and I thought I was, you know, on the right track, but I didn't get selected. So I said I'm going to try one
Yeah.
more time because that's where my heart is, and I'm a good representative for the company. Like I respect their values, and I do that in my job anyway. Like I'm a flight attendant, and
Yeah.
even though I'm based in Los Angeles, I still give the aloha spirit. I still am who I am, and people
And you
notice.
know what?
So
That's
I'm just
beautiful.
hoping.
Yeah, being true
Yeah,
to yourself. What I love about your energy is you aren't a person who gives up easily. So I see you've been through a lot of struggles in your life, and I feel that you always know that those are the lessons you need to go through, and you do that gracefully,
right.
which is so important. And that's being true to yourself. So even though it doesn't always
I
feel
just try
good,
to think, I just try to think like maybe the timing wasn't right for me at that time. So I try to find the positive in it. And
yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'm really hoping that this is the time because, my children, I have two children in school, and I want to make sure that I'm available to, be present more at things that's going on in their lives. Like I am, but
Yeah.
I still want to be home. Want to be home.
And I can see beautiful things ahead of you, and I think that you are walking away from, perhaps some of the struggles and things that have happened to you previously. I do think that the way that you see those now has helped you sort of grow and move forward. And I see a great deal of happiness for you in the future here. With a lot, your life is much more. It's like it's more balanced out. It's like things
Yeah.
are sort of falling into place a lot better than they used to. But I think this is a lot to do with the way you manage things now. So it's like in you accepting and being able to just move through things. You've really let the universe take the lead with you. So, you
Yes.
can really understand that
Hmm.
things have to happen for a reason. And like you said, you weren't ready last year. I feel like things were probably not as well balanced. There is a feeling of like divine timing here. So I feel like this is your time now, and I feel that this is going to really help you move forward because you're going to see that you can manifest. And even though you didn't get it right last time, you know now that you can manifest the life you want.
And you see me getting it.
I see you getting definitely. I've got the Nine of Cups and the Sun card here and the Temperance card. All of those cards tell me that you are right on track after a period of some sort of heartbreak. So after a period of being disappointed and walking away from things that didn't serve you. And I don't know what's happened in your past, but I feel that you've had to walk away from a lot of situations that have held you back. And I feel like you're walking towards your destiny now. So what you want looks as though it's about to walk in the door for you.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I
You're
know it's going
very
to be quick
welcome.
because
Very
it's
exciting,
supposed to be
beautiful
starting
energy
in
here for you,
February.
Michelle.
Do you see it starting
Beautiful
in
energy.
February? I mean, that's when it's supposed to be going. That's when it's supposed to, training supposed to
This is,
start, like in
yeah,
February.
this is very close. This energy's very close. So it looks like it could be Feb towards the end of February into March here, but
Yes.
very close indeed.
Thank you so much. So
You're
excited
very
for what's to
welcome.
come.
And
I've been
have a
patient.
beautiful day.
Thank you
Sorry?
so much. Aloha. Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, well, we still have a little bit of time left. So, how are we going to fill a little bit of time? It's beautiful to deliver good news. See, at the end of the day, you can see people have been through their own struggles and their own tribulations. I just feel sometimes when people are getting towards what they really want and what they really deserve, it just is such a beautiful energy there. So I'm so happy for Michelle to be able to move towards her dream because this is going to be life changing for her. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about me. Ah, that's too funny. I have a YouTube channel, as I was saying earlier, and I love doing readings on there. I do daily readings. Somebody said to me yesterday, "Why do I do two readings every day?" And I guess the reason being was when I first started, probably about 15 months ago, 15 months roughly ago, I found that I would do a reading and it would be quite specific. And I felt that it would be really nice to be able to do a reading for the people who didn't resonate with the first reading. So I started doing a second reading. And on the second reading, I found sometimes it was just the same as the first reading, and the energies were the same. And sometimes I would get exactly the same messages. So I thought I'd outsmart spirit. I thought I was smart enough to do that. So I started using a different deck. And the same cards came out again. And I was like, okay, so I get what you're saying here. These are the messages people need to hear. So then I decided if I did another reading for people, I might be able to give people something different. And I found now that I can have two readings exactly the same, or I can get like a continuation of the first. So now I just regimentally do two readings. I do a what's cracking, and then I do, of course, a bonus read. Both of those are available on my channel every day. I do a weekend reading on a Friday now. I used to do them over the weekend, but it just got too busy for me. I do a lot of personal readings, so I do readings from home. I do taped readings as well as Skype, Messenger, phone for people in Australia, if you're in Australia, and I do WhatsApp for people overseas. I read now for people all over the world, which blows me out sometimes how incredible that really is. So I can talk to, somebody in Italy one day, England the next, and Macedonia the day after that. So I love doing that. I for my starting out doing this has been a little bit of a slower process though. I started doing when I first started to really want to do this work full time. I started doing some fairs just to really see if I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust what I was doing. I didn't trust that the messages I was bringing through were real. I had a lot of self doubts. Like many of you, my confidence and my self-esteem through my younger years was very poor. I came from a fairly poor family, and I struggled a lot with who I was and my sensitivity and this gift that I had. And I really felt quite crazy talking to people about it, trying to understand why I was getting messages, why I was seeing the things I did. And I put a lot of stuff down to, perhaps being a little weird, a little unstable. And I realized as I got older that, rather than fighting it and trying to push it away, that I would try to embrace it and understand it more. So this last probably, although I've been reading the cards for, I keep saying 20 years, but it's over 30 years now. I have been doing it sort of more professionally for the last 10, and especially the last 5. So I do, as I said, the fairs now. I do some readings from home, so I'm really grateful that I get the opportunity to read face to face with people. It's still something that's so incredibly beautiful to talk to people. I love reading for people that haven't had a reading before. I think that's the most wonderful thing. And of course, I get readings myself. I love to have other people read for me. So often when we're at the fairs and things like that, we'll read for each other and have a little bit of fun with it, which is really cool. I also have a Facebook page, so at the Aussie Goddess, the YouTube channel's the Aussie Goddess as well. A little bit about that name, because somebody said to me once something about being up myself, and I was like, I am the last person in the world to be up myself, honey. I'd never be up myself in a pink fit. Somebody actually called me an Aussie Goddess, a man I knew many years ago. He called me an Aussie Goddess, and I just thought it had just such a cute ring to it. It was not about the goddess thing. It was more about the fact that it's, what do they call it in, and a lot of you will know this in literature, when you get, because of the words sounding so beautifully together. I really liked the sound of it. And I thought at the time I was doing life coaching, and I'm a certified life coach. I'm qualified in life coaching, and I'd been doing life coaching with people, which I really enjoyed as well, and still do much of that. I also am a counsellor, so I sort of have a range of things that I've done over the years on this journey trying to find myself. and I had my business under my name, and I'd been operating under my business name for a long time, which was just my name. And I thought, when I heard the name Aussie Goddess, I thought, what a beautiful name for a business. Like, it just is so cute. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to give that a go and see how it goes. And it's really stuck. I love that people call me the AG now. It makes me feel very important being the AG. So do come and look for me on Facebook. Do send me an email if you'd like to see something done on this channel. Certainly make contact with me if you're not sure about readings and whether you want one, or what sort of reading you would like to have. You can also check out my website at www.theaussiegoddess.com. On my website, if you go under the shop, it will have all the details for you to order a reading. So until next week, much love to you all. Make sure that you trust that the universe will provide to you. And don't forget, love every time like it's the first time. Much love. Mwah.